Welcome back again, rum lovers. Jamie of Ready Set Rum, and today we have a treat from Colombia, Ron Viejo de Caldas. So this is a brand that I'm aware of. I had they're cheap, like 8 year, and what they had ones that was like unaged and stuff like that. Not unaged, but like really lightly aged, mixing, just pure mixing rums. I've tried, and a lot of their rums are at 35%. I even had a box. They had a box rum once, and I discovered that it's pretty common in certain parts of the world to have rum come in boxes. All right, it was one of my cousins. He had shown it to me. It was quite a unique treat in my eyes that he had there. But this is Ron Viejo de Caldas. That's the brand. This is the 15-year especial. So, as you know, we're talking about Colombian rum. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Gran Reserva Especial Oak Cask Age 40%. So, one of my co-workers, he brought this back from Colombia. And I was like, man, this is such a treat, to be able to get Colombian rums that you usually don't get here. Funny enough, this thing can be bought at Total Wine for $31. Think about it. This beautiful presentation is a tin can, right? Wrapped all around, really nice. The bottle is really nice. A wooden top, right? Rubber on the actual cork right here. Nice light wood, pretty snug fit. Pretty typical bottle. A little embossing there. Wow, it's storming outside by me. Clear writing. Pretty nice, pretty, it's empty of rum now, or halfway empty of rum, but definitely a nice bottle presentation. And looking up this rum, it says it's a blend of 8 to 17, barreled in white Colombian oak. Well, this says it's 35 proof. That's what the bottle, that's what the information says on Total Wine. This says it's 40 proof. Right, so I don't know if they up their proof, if there's a difference between what they ship to the US from what they sell in Colombia. If that's the case, then I suggest you only get it from Colombia, because I'd rather 40 proof over 35. A lot of their rums are 35. I don't know where that tradition comes from. It's different from the rest of the world, but definitely a lot of the cheaper rums are at 35% alcohol. Maybe this is a bottle to ship to Europe or something, where they have more. Well, actually that's 750, so not really a European bottle either. But this says 40. The online says it's 35, at least on the Total Wine website. I'll have to visit Total Wine to get more information on that. But definitely great presentation so far, and the price of $31 is crazy. Like, I didn't expect that for something that says 15. Even though it's a Solera, still I just won't think that $31 would have been the price point. So let's get into the pour. Let's get into the tasting. This was opened about 2 weeks ago. I recognize that sometimes there's a lot of variation in rums based on when it's opened. I was talking to another rum reviewer, and he was saying that the Hamden Great House 2019 was the best one, and it was so nice and smooth. And that one, I opened all my Hamden Great Houses while I was doing the video, and that one was the most harsh, right, to me and to my co-reviewer. So definitely, like, that's authentic response. It was the most harsh of the 3 Great Houses. So definitely, I think telling you when it was opened is important, or even what I really like to do is open them on the video. But this one, the guy brought it in the office. We popped it immediately, start drinking, and that was the result, right? This was a work happy hour. I host happy hours at my job sometimes, and sometimes we just we go hard. We had several bottles, and this one was honestly the favorite that day. But let's get into the rum tasting. All right, so let me swirl it around a little, see if you get any legs coming up there. As you can see, the color, it's a nice amber color. It is the example of what amber is. The beads are just forming on the top. It's tight beading, very tight beading. Oh man, this looks great. This is one of the best beadings I've seen on these legs. They're just thick and slow. This is very surprising. Alright, so good legs, nice amber color. Like really, this is like the quintessential of what amber is. Let's get to the nose. Sweet caramel, vanilla, a little bitterness there like licorice, some orange. That licorice is just coming in more and more. No coffee, no chocolate, just licorice growing it on there. So it's pretty sweet with the caramel, maybe a little honey, a little citrus. Great nose, honestly, like great nose. I'm honestly enjoying this. I knew I enjoyed it before, but you know, I really am enjoying this rum right now. Let's get into the tasting. Really light, licorice, sweet, honey. Oh, something on my tongue. It's very licoricey. I don't know, that Colombian oak or what. So it's only when you swallow, you get more of that bitter licorice flavor. It's not a typical flavor that I get, but definitely, I'm honestly just, it's light, you know, and I can't put it in perspective. So there's a $30 bottle, $31, and it's just enjoyable. This is definitely something that I think I could give someone. Orange peel, it's not very complex. You know, it's not like crazy complex. There's not a lot of punch. It's only 40%, maybe 35% based on if there's a wrong label or what's going on here. But definitely one of the best products I've gotten from this company before. I've had some of the cheaper ones. Definitely those are just straight mixers. This is actually a sipper. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how you feel about this rum. Tell me, you know, your connection to this rum. Let's get into the verdict. It's a must try, must buy, must have. To me, this is a must buy. You have to buy this. Like, and I'll buy multiple of this. It's a must have. It's not crazy that I need to have it all the time. Like, you know, I have rums like the Appleton 8 that you get from 28. You get, honestly, I get it right now for like 23 bucks at Sam's, but typically price is 28 to 30 bucks. Or Dolly's. This kind of reminds me of that. Like the price point where it's at. The presentation is nice, really nice. It's a rum that you can give to others. You know, I really see this as a good rum. Is there sugar in there? I'm not sure. It didn't really taste sweet. There's a few grams in there. I'm feeling a little thing on the back of my throat. Let me clear my palate and try again just to see if I get a difference in taste. There's some sweetness there. Definitely some sweetness there. There's some sugar added. Yeah, not like, you see, sometimes like when you clear your palate and try again, you get to see what the truth is. There's definitely some sugar added there. Might be a lot, might be a little, I'm not sure. But definitely some sugar added. I don't know. Make me feel to revise my review. But yeah, I'm not gonna rate it up as high as I thought with Appleton and those guys and Dolly's, because those are my two favorite non-sugar added but still has a really good flavor kind of rum. So it's definitely not that. But the presentation, right? You know, the canister makes it, just pushes up a little bit on my rating scale. But I would definitely say, you know, buy a bottle. Like I'll still say buy a bottle. Not like, it's not bad. It tastes good, but the amount of sugar kind of threw me when I cleared my palate. Guys, you may have a lot of thunder or lightning in this shot. I am sorry. I'm just trying to get content out because I was so busy for the last couple of weeks. I could not get content out, and I finally decided to record. And it's like storming outside. It's not even like heavy rain. It's just lightning and thunder. I'm in South Florida, and we get these random spells around this time of year where it's just like it gets crazy. Well, guys, I like this rum. Must buy. $31. Good tasting. Has sugar added, so if you're a sugar person, definitely something that you're gonna get. You're gonna enjoy. I'm not a sugar person. Don't like too much sugar on there, especially like I clear my palate and just get sweet. Like I feel like the rum disappeared. I got a lot more just sweetness on there, so that kind of threw me off. Typically for a non-sugar added rum, when you do a second taste, it gets drier and more bitter. In my experience, from my palate, like most rums, when I add water, I drink water, the second tasting gets a bit, or even just a second tasting period, it gets more bitter and more drier. This did not get that way. This, I cleared my palate and I think got sweet. So definitely, sugar kind of brings it down in my ratings. But definitely I think, as I told you, this whole thing drank down in one session. You got some friends coming over, you're gonna give, present a nice bottle of rum they never tried. This is something for them. If you have like strict rummy geeky people, this is not for them. But those guys not gonna drink a $30 bottle. Typically for those guys, you bring out $50 and up bottle. So it is what it is. Know your crowd, know who you're presenting this to. But definitely this was a hit at my job, and therefore I will get another one. Ready Set Rum, taking around the world, one Colombian rum at a time. Cheers.